Happiness, it's something we all chase, yet few truly find. The Dalai Lama teaches that happiness is not something ready-made. It doesn't arrive with success, wealth, or approval. It grows from your own actions, from the way you choose to see life, and from how you treat others. The art of happiness is a dialogue between Eastern spiritual wisdom and Western psychology, a journey into the inner workings of the human mind. 1. The foundation of joy. The first truth is simple, but profound. Happiness is cultivated, not discovered. It's a skill, a discipline. Our minds can be trained, just like the body. Through compassion, gratitude, and mindfulness, we can strengthen the mental habits that lead to peace, instead of anxiety or anger. 2. The role of perspective. The Dalai Lama says our suffering often comes from comparison, wanting what others have or fearing what they think of us. But joy begins the moment we accept ourselves as we are. True peace isn't about escaping life's problems, but facing them with calm and clarity. 3. Compassion as strength. Western culture often celebrates independence and competition, but in Tibetan Buddhism, compassion is power. It's not weakness, it's courage in its purest form. When we open our hearts to others, we become less focused on our own pain. Compassion transforms isolation into connection and despair into meaning. For understanding suffering, according to the Dalai Lama, suffering is an unavoidable part of human existence. But it's also a teacher. When we stop resisting pain and begin to understand it, we find freedom. Even negative emotions can become stepping stones toward wisdom and balance. 5. The power of the mind. Science now confirms what Buddhist monks have practiced for centuries. The mind shapes our reality. Meditation, gratitude journaling, and mindful breathing can rewire the brain toward positivity. Happiness isn't in the world around us, it's in the way we perceive it. 6. To blending East and West. Dr. Howard Cutler, a Western psychiatrist, brought psychology's scientific lens to the Dalai Lama's spiritual insight. Together, they revealed how emotional healing is both practical and spiritual. Eastern wisdom teaches awareness, Western science provides understanding. Together, they remind us, emotional health and spiritual peace are deeply connected. 7. Letting go of control. We often believe happiness means controlling outcomes, but the Dalai Lama reminds us that joy comes from surrender. Not giving up, but letting go. When we release our obsession with certainty and perfection, we begin to live with acceptance and grace. 8. Small acts, big impact. You don't need to meditate in a monastery to practice joy. It can start with a kind word, a patient response, or a moment of silence in the chaos. These small acts train the heart, they build the habit of peace. 9. Building inner peace daily. Each day, you have a choice to feed anger or compassion, to focus on loss or gratitude. Happiness grows in the soil of self-awareness. The more we tend to it, the stronger it becomes. As the Dalai Lama says, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Closing reflection. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a practice. A continuous effort to live with kindness, presence, and patience. The art of happiness reminds us that peace begins in the mind and blossoms in the heart. Every moment, you have the power to create it, one thought, one choice, one breath at a time.